So apparently Japan thinks that foreign animators are useless.
They might be right, depending on their reason.
Apparently it's because they don't know how the Japanese animation system works, or how they do things when it comes to Japanese animation. So they ended up having to, I'm just going to read the article. It explains it.
I was about to say, if they're talking about like the Crunchyroll animation that was made out of their studio in California, that thing bombed. It was horrible.
Are you talking about High Guardian Spice?
Yeah.
I didn't watch it, but I heard it tanked in every single form of a TV show.
Yeah, so if they're referring to that, I could 100% agree with them saying that they're useless.
No, it's not that. It's not that. The Nippon Anime and Film Culture Association, NAFCA, has issued an apology over a post that appeared to belittle the skills of foreign animators. The original tweet, stating that many production companies view foreign animators as completely useless despite their drawing abilities, was met with sharp criticism online. In the post, NAFCA claimed that foreign animators often lack knowledge of the intricate workflows specific to Japanese animation, resulting in Japanese animators needed to make extensive corrections.
So like they outsource the work to America, and then like the Americans are like needing revisions or something?
It's not just America. It's probably other parts of the world too. Who knows? It could be like it could be a freelancer. It could be another studio.
But essentially what they're talking about is when they outsource the work?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so they're not saying like people like in other countries that are animators suck. They're saying that the ones they outsource to.
Yeah, in a way, yes, but who knows? You could be a freelancer working on an animated project, so it could be just foreign animators in general. And now, because of that, they're getting backlash on it. So now they've issued a so-called apology, basically a company apology. You know how those go?
Yeah, not sincere.
Yeah, exactly.
Anytime somebody generalizes something, it always goes bad. You need to be more specific. Like, hey, these specific animators or like this studio, they don't know our process and they keep on messing up our things. If you're going to work with us, we would appreciate you, like, something like that. But like covering a whole, like saying all Western animators are useless. I mean, yeah, you're going to get in trouble for something like that because you just generalized everybody.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand if you hire someone and you're just like, oh, it just didn't work out with this guy. I mean, that's business. That happens. You can just not work with that person again. But like saying that every single foreign animator is useless, I think that's a little bit up there, because obviously there is some sort of process, and they often think like, oh, this is compared to someone that's new to Japanese animation, even if they're not a foreigner. Someone that lives in Japan and has done Japanese animation for the first time is equivalent to a foreign animator that's actually an expert in animation, but they're not an expert in the way they do things in the anime way.
You're similar to this. You and Fiverr.
Oh, don't get me started. They explained their aim was to address the challenges production companies face in training overseas animators unfamiliar with Japan's unique and complex animation processes. NAFCA emphasized that foreign animators often face similar hurdles to new Japanese animators who are also inexperienced with local industry practices. The association reiterated that they support foreign animators entering the Japanese industry and emphasized the role of the upcoming English textbook, providing the necessary guidance for animators working with Japanese studios. The complete statement can be viewed as I'm going to read it. We apologize for any misunderstanding caused by the use of automatic translation software, which did not accurately convey our intentions. See, that's already stupid right there. I can get that something did not accurately translate the thing you were intending to say, but the thing is, at the end of the day, you're the one that typed it in, and you could have just made the corrections before you posted it.
I could see that.
Or they can just like hire someone for a day, like, hey, just go ahead and translate this. So it's like in some way or form, you could have corrected this or just double checked it before you actually made the statement.
I was going to say that too. I was like, if the mistake keeps on happening, obviously there should be a little bit more supervision.
Many foreign animators, even if they have good drawing skills, may not know the complicated work process of Japanese animation. And Japanese animators are forced to correct these foreign animators' works, which may cause trouble. Many of such foreign animators are in the same situation as the untrained animators in Japan. If this situation continues, it will benefit neither animators from overseas nor those from Japan. It is difficult for animation production companies to teach the Japanese work process to so many foreign animators. This is why they welcome the translation of the textbook into English. We wish for the support of every talented animator, both in Japan and abroad, and hope that by reading this textbook, they will learn about the intricacies of the Japanese process. We were going back and forth through the translation software to fit the word count, and as a result, we ended up sounding disrespectful. Our apologies. We will be using a blue badge.
A blue badge.
We will be using a blue badge from now on to avoid such misunderstandings. If there remains any concerns, please let us know. Thank you for your kind understanding and cooperation. I don't know, do you feel like they took ownership or they just like totally blamed the software?
I just feel like the situation could have probably been handled better, but I mean, what's done is done. And
right.
They apologized and I think they took ownership. They took ownership just as much as a typical business takes ownership
yeah,
for something.
I guess so. It's a standard business ownership.
Yeah, they were reading from Business 101 manual. Put it up on the teleprompter.
I mean, I like how they're going in and like making a textbook or making like a textbook into English so that people can actually learn and stuff of what they do and how to do it correctly. But why wasn't this made before if this was such a big problem?
Because they expected perfection and they did not get the perfection.
Clearly it was a big issue. So shouldn't this have been put into English like years ago?
That's actually a good point. I guess I didn't think about it like
yeah,
that.
exactly. But at the end of the day, animation is hard work, takes a lot of patience, takes a lot of hard work, takes a lot of effort, takes a lot of time. And it is a respectful thing to do. And anyone that creates the work, unless you're an AI artist, is most likely a respectable person.
Agreed.